I'm addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank you for joining us for episode 104.
104.3, the home of smooth oldies and jazz.
All right. My name is Fresh, and on one half of the pod gods with me is the best midnight quiet storm of all time. My right hand man, Mr. B Hill.
You refer to me as Brandon the Thrill Hill.
Brandon the
Shout
Thrill
out to niggas
Hill.
from Raleigh. They know Thomas the Thrill Hill on fucking, what the fuck was that shit? I forgot the old school shit, but yeah. That shit, like the late night, Quiet Storm. That's what it used to be called. Quiet Storm.
The Quiet Storm shit.
Mm-hmm. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, they did always play that song.
Yeah, nigga, that song is like 30 minutes long.
Yes.
With no words in the same
What
beat.
is that song?
That shit is a loop. That's what it is. It's a cold ass beat for the first like 30 seconds, and you're like, all right now.
Yeah, like we good. We're good.
Somebody
We're
say
good.
something.
I think all Quiet Storms used to play that because the nigga in DC used to play that shit too. It was this one nigga named like Adimu or something. He was real fine, but his name was, I don't know, I ain't gonna trash his name. Shit might mean like Heavenly God or some shit.
Yeah.
It might mean some shit like that. But you got Quiet Storm voice. You could do the Quiet Storm.
Oh yeah. Motherfuckers always be like, do you do radio? This was well before I started doing the podcast. 'Cause I got a deep ass voice and shit. And I'm like, nah. And it was like, especially when I used to work customer service at Blue Cross, they'd be like, you have a really nice voice. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
You want these eligibility benefits?
Your copay is $35.
Disclaimer real quick.
Hey, that's funny as shit. I went to see a local engineer to talk about some things, and he was talking about the podcast, and he said, he was like, you and your co-hosts have really good voices for audio, like for radio and shit like that. And
We trying to take me out, nigga. Trying to hit on me.
He said, y'all have really good voices. I was like, thanks. And then he started asking me like how I get into podcasting, like shit like that or whatever.
And then he put his hand on your knee.
Not at all. I don't give off those vibes.
I
I don't give off it's okay to touch me vibes.
When you
I definitely don't.
Start getting compliments, nigga, just goddamn get loose.
Hey, that's sad because
Got really nice knees. You probably have some cut jeans on and shit too with your knee out. Mm-hmm. I know the game.
Sad news, I did though.
I know. Yep. Nigga was like, ooh, look at them knees. Let me see if I can tell her about her voice first. That's funny.
No, when men aggressively flirt with me, for the record, he was not flirting with me. But like when men like aggressively flirt at me, usually it's something like dealing with my mouth or my teeth or something, and it creeps me the fuck out. And then it's like hair, and I'll be like, all right, thanks, but no thanks. I'm good.
So it's not been one dude that tickles your fancy enough to be like, maybe.
It's a lot of dudes that listen. We're not about to get into this on this show.
No, I'm just asking.
However, I don't
because I've never really heard you talk about dudes. So I mean, like
you hear me say dudes fire all the time.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But like, not
First
to the
of
point
all,
where, like,
you will hear you personally because I put you in my creep category, so I don't really talk to you about anything sexual like that, because you try to go too deep, like you're too much.
That's what she said.
So, well, either way, she backed up. She said, "No, I'm good."
Too much.
But I how are you, my thoroughly straight co-host?
Pretty good. Pretty straight, Oh, yeah, I'm straight though, Good old
How was your weekend?
Valentine's Day was cool.
What you do?
Went to dinner and the movie, you know what I mean? nothing too far, too much of a stretch. So
Yeah.
dinner was good. The movie was not good, but it was cool. It was, something to do. It was all right. Mm-hmm.
It was just all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good weekend. I ain't do Saturday. What did I do? I ain't do shit. I watched the All-Star games. All-Star weekend was excellent. Get Common the fuck out of here.
Were dunk controversies.
Yeah. The dunk contest was some bullshit. They robbed Aaron Gordon. But it was a really good dunk contest. I thought, Aaron Gordon did some of the best dunks that I've ever seen. Well, one specifically, he caught it off the side of the backboard and like did this fucking 360. That was amazing. Like an inverted 360. He got robbed. This is the second time getting robbed. So that shit was trash. The actual All-Star game, which was that Saturday night, was the All-Star Saturday night. So I just watched it at the crib. I was going to go somewhere, but I was tired as fuck. So I was like, I just watched it at the crib. So the All-Star Saturday night 3-point shootout was really good, entertaining. The dunk contest was entertaining. Again, Aaron Gordon got robbed, in my opinion, and many others' opinion. What else? Sunday, watched the All-Star game. The All-Star game was excellent, like the new format that they have. Cause like each quarter, they broke it up. And, before it was just like a free for all, like niggas won't play no defense, none of that shit. Like you would win a prize at the end, like for the players. But this time they changed it and they switched the format to, like you win by quarters. So like LeBron's team won by the first quarter. So they donated $100,000 to the charity that they were playing for. The second quarter, I think Giannis's team won. So they donated $100,000 to their charity. The third quarter was a tie. So like they went in, so it was just a tie. So nobody won, but whoever won the fourth quarter, or the game got both. And in the fourth quarter, it was no shot clock, it was a shot clock, but it was no game clock. So they just had to go to the combined score, which was 157. So the first team to 157 won. And going into it, Bron and them was down like 9 points. So shit was dope, man. Shit was really dope.
They was actually competing. You like that format better?
Yeah, they was actually competing and, made it, you can tell they gave a damn. Like niggas was, like arguing with the refs, like shit like they would normally do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Versus like just it being like a fucking free for all and niggas scoring 250 points or some shit like that, which we obviously know they can do. But it was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And then that was it. I ain't really do much this weekend.
How was the celebrity game?
I ain't see that. That was on Friday. That was New Year's Eve. Or
New Year's Eve.
That was Valentine's Day. Yeah.
New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah, Common did a good job at one point or another. Like he did a good job narrating like the story of Chicago. The city of Chicago won this weekend, by the fact. So they did a big ass, like tribute to because it's pretty steep. The city of Chicago is steeped in basketball history and shit. I ain't gonna bore you too much with it, but he did like, Common be on every set anyway. So he was like the fucking go-to guy. Like he ended up winning the MVP of the All-Star game with like fucking 10 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga had like 10 points and 5 rebounds winning the fucking MVP.
How Lil Rel do?
I ain't watched the game.
Okay.
I know that.
Yeah, you did say you watched the game.
Yeah, I just seen the fact that he won and shit. And I was like, I looked at the stat line. This nigga stat line trash. But, and then Sunday, like he did, like I said, he narrated like the Chicago, like, so he showed love to D Rose, D Wade, and just all the, like I said, the illustrious, basketball, history or whatever. And then he like introduced the fucking, the shit was so fucking corny. He introduced the fucking like all-stars, like everybody. And in true Common fashion, he had to rap and shit. Like, so like they got a beat playing. He like, he ain't no punto. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo type shit. I was like, God damn it. Like it took forever. And it's 12 players on each fucking team. So he's trying to rhyme shit. That shit was the fucking worst.
And it was a freestyle? Like, you should have known the players prior.
I mean, he didn't. I mean, it wasn't even necessarily a freestyle. I don't know if it was off the top or what, or if he wrote it, but it was
just. The way you said it should have been.
Bro, it's no word that rhymes with Antetokounmpo, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't even fucking say it, but there's no word that rhymes with that. So, like, he was just.
That's why you gotta make your words rhyme with that. I feel like Hov could do it. Weezy could do it.
Nah, Common is super nice. Common's super nice. Like he did. I mean, he rhymed the words. It was just trash. Like I don't want to hear that shit. That shit, like, just say goddamn Giannis Antetokounmpo and then move on to the next one. You fucking trying to like rap and shit. That shit was corny. But otherwise, it was really good. I enjoyed the All-Star festivities. It was dope.
You said that you went to see The Photograph and it was a bore.
Yeah, that shit was a snooze fest. And I don't even fall asleep in the movies, and I was trying not. I was about to go to sleep. Like, fuck it. This shit. Plus, it was late. We didn't get that till like 10:50 and shit. But
yeah, that's a late one.
It's a late movie for sure. But
you gotta get me before 9:30 for whatever reason in a movie. Like,
I don't never go to sleep in a movie though. I'm not paying. I'm not paying to go to sleep.
I don't try to, but 9 times out of 10, if I'm going to a movie and I'm going to a movie late, I probably went to dinner, then drank or something before damn 10 o'clock at night. So
No,
I don't want to, but I have.
It was a fucking snooze fest. Like that shit. It was like Lakeith did a really good job. Like he smoked it acting wise. And then fucking all the actors did a really good job. It was just the storyline was just trash. Like Issa did an excellent job. Lil Rel provided the 6 minutes of comic relief that was in there, but it's funny because like Issa's funny, so I had expectations that she was gonna be funny too.
Yeah,
she wasn't. It was just I don't know. It wasn't.
I listened to Lil Rel. He was on The Read talking about the movie or whatever, and he said that Issa was not like being comic relief, like this was her. Her dramatic or leading lady debut. But you listen, if that's part of your, like, what makes Issa beautiful is her personality. Mm-hmm. And that's like her being funny or whatever. You see that clip where her and Lakeith talk about the movie?
Yeah, they got a good chemistry. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucked. Like, they had like an excellent
And did Issa get married or something? Or got engaged or some shit. But she said he could get it. I don't know how Boo would feel about that. She said, you gonna mess around and get it.
Yeah, I would have hit her. Look, he's crazy. But like,
even if she was engaged?
They had it. I don't know about that. But nah, they had an ill chemistry, like on screen. Like he smoked that shit. Like he did a good job. She did a really good job.
They just need a better story.
Yeah, it just was boring as fuck. Like, it really went nowhere fast.
I heard it didn't have, like, I guess a conflict point.
Yeah, like, it was
something
just,
to make it dramatic.
It wasn't no climax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that was kind of disheartening. But, I supported the black movie. It's all good.
That helps me because I was supposed to see it, and I never make my movies lately. But I was supposed to see it, and I didn't. But after I was going to make plans to see it before the weekend was out, but after you told me that, and then I was reading like other people say stuff, I was like, I'm cool on this one.
Yeah, if you got Cody, just go watch that bitch on Cody.
You sound like my mama.
My
mama recommend the Fire Stick and YouTube for everything. Like, that's her wave now.
That's a 5-stick movie for sure.
I had a pretty good weekend. I went out to dinner and drank whatever Friday, and went to the movies, and Saturday did a little shopping. You remember how I
did go to the Adidas outlet. Shout out to you for telling me that, because it was actually it was cheaper at the Adidas outlet. So
yeah.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Off the whole store.
That's what's up. All I got was a pair of pants at the Adidas
for you to
store.
Wear with some Jordans.
Possibly. Possibly. I have a plethora of options, but
Teeny
it's very
bopper.
much so possibly. Man, I can't help it. You washed out here. You don't know what's up.
Teeny bopper. Yep.
Bruh.
I definitely do. And I'm
Bruh, you from fucking Raleigh.
What the fuck you mean? I get busy. Like, fuck you talking
You
about?
from Raleigh. Like, it don't take a lot.
I get busy.
It don't take a lot for you to get busy in Raleigh, bro.
I get busy anywhere. Put me anywhere. I'm gonna be the flyest nigga out there. For real. Like, when I want to. So let's not do that.
I'm just saying your competition ain't very steep.
Niggas get fly too. It ain't a bunch. I mean, like, don't try to play my city like niggas don't get busy.
Listen,
like,
what I'm saying is
there's a bunch
some
of
niggas out there look country.
There's a bunch of niggas from DC that look country as fuck too.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
and especially in Atlanta. Like,
Atlanta ain't my city.
I'm just saying, all the above.
I don't don't be around a lot of people from Atlanta. So it's a lot of people who out here that's doing way too much. They doing way too much. They spend a lot of money on clothes out this bitch. But again, I'm not with them people from the zones and Mechanicsville and all that. So I can't speak on them. I didn't say DC got busy. I just said it ain't hard for you to stun on niggas.
I just can't
regular
wear no
niggas
with no fucking Jordans. That's just me though. But to rock
yeah,
out,
that's just you. That's cool. I'm killing. I'm good. I'm good out here. I'm good out here. Can't nobody dictate what I wear with what. Like that shit. Like, hey, if that's your vibe, you know you only be buying a damn. You don't even have no Jordans now that we talking about this shit.
I don't need them. I got enough though. Like I'm strapped with. I got plenty.
You said you ain't bought none since 2008.
I didn't. That was a joke, my nigga. Like, like, come on, like, literal.
When did you buy some? When the last time you bought some?
I don't know. I told you the Black Fives whenever they came out with the Nike Air on the back. Whenever them shits came out.
That was like 6 years ago.
That's fine. I got plenty J's in the stash though. Like I got stupid J's. Like if I wanted to wear some J's that look brand new today, I could. I just don't really give a fuck. It's mad other shoes out there.
Stud on them.
It's mad shoes out here. Like I don't.
Bro, I know.
I don't be confined to no goddamn Jordans.
Bro,
like,
I got everything in my closet.
Plus, I don't want to pay $200. Like I can't really just pay $200 like willy nilly for no fucking sneakers that I may wear once every 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, shit, hell yeah, I get it. You got a whole fucking family to take care of.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
It ain't even that. Like, I can afford them, clearly, but, like, it's just weird. Like, if I can get, like, some $200 J's, or if I can get some, like, Air Max 1s that's just as hard with a different colorway for, like, $45, I can get, like, 2 or 3 pair of them, which I have been. That's actually been my vice as of late, so.
Listen,
I don't really.
I might got some shoes that cost $10. I might have some shoes that cost $250. But please believe if I got the shoe, whatever I paid for it is because I really wanted that shoe. Like that shoe. So if I pay $160 or $170 for some J's, it's because I definitely wanted that particular shoe and I was willing to pay for it. I probably buy like maybe 5 or 6 pair a year.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of all the shit that I buy in a year, which I'm not proud of. But I mean, life's short and I do what I gotta do, with it. I say that because I'm hawking the 13s, trying to wait for those to go on sale. So.
Which ones? What color?
The black and white 13s. Waiting for those to go on sale.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing. Like, I don't really be liking all the colorways and shit. Like, I'm like an OG colorway type nigga, so all these like weird colorways is just like a little too
black
much
and white. It seemed like like certain colorways. I just be like, yeah, I gotta have those. Like,
I feel you.
I gotta have those. But certain
black and white certain J's, I don't like certain J's. Like I got a wide foot, so I'd be knowing what shoes. And then like I like the 3s that's coming out, but they like Carolina Blue. I'm a Duke fan 1, and then 2, I don't like 3s because they aren't. They are the least comfortable J's. So like
they are definitely the least comfortable J's. You're right about trash. That. And they like short and wide.
Yeah.
Like I might have to get like a 7. I wear a 6.5, but I might have to get like a 7. But it's mad room on the sides.
Yeah,
like they're weird shape. That's why I pass on a lot of 3s. I probably haven't bought 3s in literally since the cement joints came back out. I don't buy 3s often. And I don't have any 8s at all. I don't have not one Jordan 8. I never had one, wore a pair.
I had several pair. I ain't got none now, but I had several pair. And that's another thing. Like, I done had so many of them shits. Like, I don't know. I got so many fucking shoes.
I consider myself a shoe collector.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I feel like shoes is one of the things, like, a lot of things can change about you, but 9 times out of 10, your feet stay the same unless you get fucking super fucking fat. Or like,
I play ball in some of my shit, so I just I've like had them for a long time, and I just don't like the way they like. I got some 4s that I should give. I got mad 4s that I'm gonna give away. I just don't be wanting to part with my shit. Like that's just like because I paid for it, but
shit,
I'm never gonna wear this shit ever.
Kids though, like you got kids,
but but like a lot of that shit, like a lot of them like 4s and shit, like the leather quality, like a lot of them shits will turn. Or like the gray on the 4s a turn, like the gray part on the 4s, that shit is trash. Like, but I don't be wanting to give them away or the leather. Like I had some 4s I hardly even wore in the fucking leather. Goddamn, like like it's a big ass slit on the side. Like it's just the craftsmanship of the shoe is trash. So like that shit kind of.
Fours, yeah. So like fours crack very easily.
I got mad fours now. I think about it.
That's why I stopped buying fours. Now it's been some fours that I really like, but I stopped buying fours. That's your favorite joint?
Nah, 6 is my favorite.
Yeah, 6 is my favorite too. Sixes and 11s.
6s, I like.
It's
I
6,
like
11,
threes,
12.
3s. I like the ones. I never had any ones, but I like ones. Now, but my foot wide, so I wouldn't buy any. Cause I know I like to, after 2 or 3 wears, them shits to be fucked up. But like, cause I got a wide foot, so I like 6s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 7s, and the 8s. And I like some 10s. I've never had a pair. I've had a pair of 10.
Yeah.
And then I've never had the 11s. I never had any kind of like the.
I can't believe you've never had any 11s.
And I enjoy them. I just never had them.
Yeah. I'm 6'11", 1s. I've become a 1 fan in like the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, them shit's been hitting.
Yeah, I've really become a Jordan 1 fan in that time. Then it's like 12s. And I don't go past 14, so I don't go past 14. You want to have an exhaustive conversation? Try to explain to a female that knows nothing about sneakers.
Yeah,
about
my wife.
Jordans.
My wife. She doesn't know. Like it's the worst.
But they ask the question, and
she
then you try to explain.
She she know what time it is. Like she be like, "What are those sneakers?" I'm like, "You like Jordan?" She was like, "Ah." Like she be like, she just does not know, and that shit is annoying.
Hey, listen.
I'm glad though, because she don't really give a fuck about sneakers, so she doesn't have the need to like buy them. Like I buy all her sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Like if she sees some shit, she asks me first, like, "Yeah, what you think about this?" I'm like, "Nope, I'll get you some." Like, don't even worry about it. Like, nope.
Right. Or they go get like the Team Jordans and shit.
Oh no, she ain't. It look like
country shit. She know better than the Team Jordans.
She will not buy any sneaker without my approval. Like
that's good. That's good.
Been from since we started. Like I used to buy her sneakers like when we was first started talking. Like I used to get her sneakers all the fucking time. Like every time I get some sneakers, you know that young shit. Like you gotta get your girl shit. So like, I used to buy her sneakers. Cause she ain't even give a fuck about sneakers. Like she used to wear heels and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I got her right. Like start wearing sneakers. She was a sneakerhead for a second, but then she stopped. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up though. But it's just like, for like my friends, my female friends who are single mothers or have a nigga that's just not fresh, I'm the go-to. So they always calling me like for themselves or like for their kids or if they nigga not fresh for they nigga. Like, hey, can I get these? What are these? Like, when did these come out? And I'm like, no, you don't want those. Cause I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like outside of certain brand Jordans. So y'all, there are retro Jordans, Michael Jordan Jordans that Jordan played in, majority of them until a certain number, whatever that number is. I only go up to 14. I think it's 14 actually. And then Jordan has a brand with Nike called Jordan. They're 2 different things. Do not buy a grown man Jordan brand sneakers. I feel like only kids can wear those. Yeah,
I
feel like grown men should wear retros. If you're gonna wear Jordans, like wear retro.
Yeah, I'm cool on the rest of that weirdo shit.
Don't come with the fat tennis shoe that look like a 6, but it's not a 6.
They bring out them Cheryl Swoop Jordan brands though. Them shits was fire.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it's certain ones, and they're carve out, and they still would be considered almost like a team, like a retro almost because of when they came out. Yeah, them Cheryl Swoop Jones, they sold out, I think.
Word? They already out?
They came out. Yeah, they came out a few weeks ago.
Dope. Them shits was dope. Yeah. Like all the little female hoopers had them shits. And especially DC, like, man, I remember going to Kings and Men. That's when like slouch socks was hitting and shit. That's why all the little bitches used to have the fucking slouch socks and the Cheryl Swoops with a pair of Suco pants and shit.
Yep.
Shit was hard.
Yep. You had those. DC is one of those places, like I said, it's all about your shoes. Like, regardless, like, you might have on some dirty-ass jeans and a dirty-ass tee and your fucking shoes gonna be fresh. Like, that's just the culture we grew up in. Like, so, like, my whole family is sneakerheads. Like, my mama, like, everybody. And my mama just got on this wave probably, like, 6-7 years ago. But all the sales, she on there, searching, shopping. oh, I just got these, but she real picky. Like it can't have a white soul or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like she old school like that. But my mom would get like some metallic rose gold shell toes. Like my mom about all that. Yo, shout out to my mom, man. Shout out to my mom. I just want to say, I meant to text you the other day. It was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. I was feeling real good. Man, I had that, you know, Mary Jane popping off. And I like to listen to music when I'm high. Like when I smoke, I love to listen to music. It's like my top 2 favorite things to do when I'm high. And I'm listening to Nicki, Yikes. I feel like we're not giving Nicki enough credit for spitting on Yikes.
I ain't even heard Yikes. I heard like the little snippet, but
you ain't listened to the whole song?
Nah.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the song. Listen to the song and then text me about it. Let me know. Like, listen to it like in your headphones or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know she rapping though.
Nicki Jack going off on that shit. Like, I don't feel like she getting enough credit for how she going off.
It's kind of over for older rappers, man. Like, it's just...
You think so?
Yeah, like, nobody really gives a fuck. Like, unless it's Drake. Drake is the only thing. Like, Wayne shit is over. Nicki can still rap. But nobody really gives too many. Like, it's pretty much
disagree.
over.
I feel like when Nicki drops some shit or Hove drops some shit.
Hove and Drake are pretty much the 1 and 2. Is it? Like, for old niggas.
It's so okay. This is a good conversation. So Drake is now in the old niggas. So is the old niggas 30
Cole,
plus niggas?
I say Cole too. Cole definitely gonna get some steam. But like just break the internet type shit. Like it's a Kendrick in that too. But I mean,
break the internet.
Yeah, them niggas dropped tomorrow. That shit gonna break the internet. Middle Child broke the internet. Like he had like Cole is a master marketer.
I agree with Cole.
You know
I agree with Cole. I agree with Cole.
Kendrick gonna break the internet too, for sure. Like if he put out some shit tomorrow, like niggas is gonna go crazy off that shit for sure. And them niggas is old. Like them niggas got 4 or 5 albums at this point.
I think it's Hove, Nicki, Kendrick, J. Cole, and I mean the only nigga who really out here silently doing it is fucking Eminem though.
Yeah,
he don't even break the internet,
but not with black people. Like he doesn't.
All right,
like,
Black History Month. My bad.
I'm just saying, but like even still, like shout out to him. Like you know, he's one of us. You know what I mean? He's done a lot for the culture, and he's made a lot of black people millionaires and whatever. And he can rap like a motherfucker, and he's not like it's a plenty of good white folks out here, and he seems to be one of the good white folks. However, at this point in his career, I probably, if I could estimate, 20% of his like popularity and his sales and his streams are going to black people. Like, and if it is, it's us, like old motherfuckers who grew up with him, and they'll listen to that shit once, maybe twice. I doubt twice. Listen to it once and keep it moving. Like just on the strength of that, like just on the strength of the you know loyalty and camaraderie that we got with bro. But outside of that, like niggas ain't checking for him. Like it's over for him.
But playing white devil's advocate, though, I kind of feel like that's how it is for a majority of our top tier rappers.
Nah.
Like most of their fan base is white. Nah. That's how they make it so big. Nah. Have you been to a Cole concert, a Hove concert?
I mean, they're white, but it's mad. It still be mad niggas in there. Like,
no, it be mad niggas out there, but
it's not going to be that many niggas at an Eminem show.
I've never been to an Eminem show, so I can't necessarily say, but I'm just saying, like from, I'm just saying,
I don't know anybody
concert demographics, like a whole show, that shit like 80% white, bro.
Nah. I done been to mad Hove shows and that shit be black as fuck.
Bro, you ain't about to tell me about no Hove show, and I literally go to every Hove show.
I've probably seen Hove more than anybody in my life.
Like fuck. Like, we probably making up like 30%.
Fuck
because
no.
We ain't about to pay $200 to go see Hove.
Hell nah. Every time I done seen that nigga in mad times and that shit be mad black people. Like,
what's your percentages?
70, 30.
Oh, no. I'm hitting like 40% max and the rest of it other.
Hell no.
White, Indian, everybody.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, yeah. Hove?
No, Hove.
Nah, bro.
Hove, my nigga. No. Hove, nigga. I done been to every Hove show. Like, I've been to every Hove show that has come to my area. Mm-hmm. I have been to, my nigga. Like, since, at least in the past, I would say at least 12, 13 years of Hov.
I've probably been to,
or so,
I've been
since
to
I was
25, 30 shows of Hov.
You've been to 30 Hov shows?
Probably not, but I've been to at least 20. I've definitely been to 20 for sure. Like going back, I started going to them shits when I was in like fucking middle school. Like I'm
talking about megastar Hov, my nigga.
I'm just saying, I've seen him like all that time. Shit. I've seen him throughout his career. Is my point. Like I've seen him to this level. I ain't seen Hov in probably like 4 or 5 years.
All right, let me ask you this: have you seen Hov outside of your area, like outside of Raleigh, outside of North Carolina? Have you went to a Hov show outside of North Carolina?
Nope.
Okay, so like I've been to Hov shows in a few different places. I've been to Hov show in New York. I've been to Hov show in Raleigh and Durham, of course. I've been to Hov show in Charlotte. I've been to Hov shows in Atlanta. I went to a Hov show in Chicago once. Like, I've been to Hov shows. Like, nigga, like, I'm gonna give us 40%. In the shows I've been to, it hasn't been the majority have been black in the shows that I've been to. Like,
shows I've been to was majority black.
Yeah, yeah. But I just feel like and anybody who has mega success like that, like it ain't black people that's just buying your shit.
I mean, yeah, of course. You gotta, I mean, we're a fraction of the fucking population. So clearly if you get some like major commercial success, white people are gonna be on board. But like, I don't know. Like when I went to that Mary and Nas show, right? Like that shit was fucking black as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's Mary and Nas.
If it was Mary and Jay, it's gonna be black as fuck.
It's not Hov and Beyonce. Like,
yeah, but I seen Mary and Jay like together when they went on that fucking
I went to that one too. When
Mad black.
They had the band. They had the band there.
Nothing but black people.
Hold on, because I feel like I went to that show in North Carolina.
It was in Greensboro. It was on my birthday.
I feel like I went to that show in North Carolina, so I don't remember that shit being
that shit was black as
more
fuck.
Black. I'll give you that one only because Mary was there, and I can't quite remember.
That's what I'm saying. like if you incorporate Beyonce, like that's Beyonce's like.
No, I'm talking about Best of Both Worlds.
That shit won't predominantly white. Ain't no goddamn way. No way.
Bruh.
I refuse. I went to that show.
Listen.
I went to that show. I went to that shit at fucking. Yeah. I went to that shit. They went on tour.
We gonna agree to disagree on the demographics. I know who I'm standing by. I know who I'm going saying lyrics to. I know who I'm looking to the side like, nigga, you better not say nigga. I know who I'm looking at. I know what the crowd looking like at the shows I'm going to with these mega stars that we talking about.
Went to the Chris Brown show. Mad black people. Predominantly black people. Like the whole shit was full the fuck up. At Walnut Creek and at RBC. It was white folks, yeah, for sure. But to the left of me, to the right of me, to the front, to the back, it was nothing but black people. In the lobby, nothing but black people. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it also could be a demographics of the place that you
That's true. Yeah.
It could be that. Cause every time I go and ask my homie B like, yo, it's mad white people in this joint. Which is fine. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, white people have always liked our music. So,
yeah, of course.
From the beginning of time, so.
Nicki, I wanted to bring up Nicki and same epiphany, on Saturday. I want to shout out to Tory Lanez because he did T-Pain's Sprung justice.
That shit fine.
Not everybody can take a classic and make it sound just as hot. Tory Lanez did that. Tory Lanez, he did the Sprung joint, bro.
Nah, that whole album, he did mad shit on that motherfucker. Yeah. That's a hard album. Like, that shit is dope. I even listen to it. It'd be so much music to consume. So I just be adding shit to the library and that shit come up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that whole album was dope. Nah, that whole album was dope.
Yeah, that album is dope. And like I said, I wish he would tweak his auto-tune or something.
Yeah.
I really wish he would. Cause
he performed for Chris Brown. He killed that shit. And
Yeah.
Tory Lanez is extremely talented. Like, I fuck with
No,
him.
he is.
Like, he's super
He
talented.
seemed like he is.
Like, he's a great performer. Like, after I seen him perform, I was like, oh, this nigga's really dope. Like,
Do he dance? Do he what? What
that
makes him a
nigga's
great
just the
performer?
energy guy. That bitch be all over the fucking place. Like, that nigga do not stop. And he like cut the music at the right time. He just control the crowd. Like, that's nigga
what's
dope.
up.
And he got them hits too. You know what I'm saying? They got them turn that shit up.
That's what's up. I've never seen Tory Lanez in
He
concert.
Dope. If you get a chance, like if he on the bill, I mean, you can probably if you can get a good cheap ticket when he's a headliner, or if he on the bill, you won't be disappointed. I think.
I love a good show. Still, right now, my top 3 concerts was Watch the Throne. It is Watch the Throne. It's Beyonce. I think it was Mrs. Carter tour. I can't remember, but she killed the fuck out that shit. That's when I became a official Beehive member. And then it was a Usher show when I think Confessions was out, and he killed that shit. Killed that whole shit.
My top is Blueprint Lounge tour, because that was at the Ritz. That was the greatest shit ever. Like, by far, like, it was the best shit.
What is Blueprint Lounge? That's Hov?
Yeah, nigga.
I don't remember no lounge. I don't remember no lounge tour.
Blueprint Lounge was the shit. Like, so he was going to small, intimate shit like the Ritz.
Got you. Okay.
Man, that motherfucker. That shit was the best shit. That shit was the best. Like, shout out my nigga. God bless my nigga Smiles. Like, that was a crazy something. We had a whole bunch of white bitches. These 2 white bitches from New York. One of them, daddy had died and left her like mad insurance money. So she was just fucking, like, she had the whole hood, like, Rockaway down and the whole hood. She bought everybody tickets. She was like 30 of us, my nigga. That shit was fucking lit. We got to fighting in that bitch. Everything. It was fucking lit. It was fucking, like, whole, like, and that shit was, Ho dropped on September 11th. That shit was like September 21st. So it was like his first show. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit was fucking, he did like a freestyle. That freestyle he did, Bootleggers and Bin Laden. I'm still like all that shit. Nigga. This shit was fucking crazy. They won't sell no liquor in that bitch, so all we could drink was Heineken. Man, listen, we had like fucking 70,000 Heinekens. Like, we spent like $1,000 on fucking Heineken and shit. That shit was fucking lit. That was one of the best show ever. Chris Brown show I seen Chris Brown several times, but that one at Walnut Creek a couple years ago, not this past time that he came, not this past summer, 2 summers ago, that shit was excellent. And then CeeLo came to Lincoln Theater, and that shit was, I love CeeLo, one of my favorite artists and shit. So, and Lincoln Theater's mad intimate and shit, so that shit was dope. Those are my 3 favorite shows. I've seen a lot of dope shows, and 4th and a very close, almost 3rd was the Hard Knock Life tour. That was like one of my first like real concerts. That was when DMX and Hov. That's when Hard Knock Life dropped, and fucking As Dark as Hell is Hot dropped and shit, man.
Yeah.
And Outkast was on that bill. Busta was on that bill. It was at ANC Homecoming, as a matter of fact. So it was Hov, X, Bleak, fucking Outkast. This was Rosa Parks' Outkast. So this one Aquemini dropped. Nori was there. Fucking Busta was there. That shit was fucking. Pastor Troy was fucking there. Pastor Troy opened that bitch, and like all he did was "Ain't No Playing GA." And if you know anything about like the South and that song, that shit meant like a million. That shit, like he performed that shit 5 times, and that shit went crazy every fucking time. That shit was fucking hard as fuck. Bruh, that was a great show. In
Atlanta, them niggas still go off on that.
That's a great song, man.
They still go off on that.
And Heaven or Hell, vice versa. That's my shit too. Shout out to P. Troy.
Shout out to Pastor Troy.
PT Cruz.
Hopefully ain't no gay niggas eat mozzarella sticks in front of him.
That nigga, he gay. You going that hard. Like, you got a little gay on you. Any nigga that goes that nuts is just fucking like hiding some shit.
He battling with his own.
Yeah,
movement.
like you gotta go online and like do all that shit. That's too much.
Oh man. Speaking of rappers, rest in peace to rapper Pop Smoke.
For sure, man. What's up?
Man, that's crazy. Pop Smoke, for y'all who don't know who Pop Smoke was, he was one of the newer rappers, guy only 20 years old. I thought he was older than that, but he was only 20 years old, not even old enough to drink. He had that song, Welcome to the Party. Nicki got on the remix of Welcome to the Party, but he was killed in a home invasion. And they think that he may have let them let individuals know his address because he posted something on Instagram showing like some gifts that he got, and you can zoom in on like the address.
Yep.
So I say all that to say rest in peace to Pop Smoke, but also y'all be careful about what y'all posting on social media.
I just had this conversation with my nephew the other day. Like he's 18 and like he rapping and shit. He dope. Shout out to my nephew. His name Dash, DA $H. Super dope. He rap like the little niggas and shit, like, you know, like the babies and shit. But he was posting money online. I'm like, bruh, stop posting money online, my nigga. Like even if you ain't like, one, it was $200, so it wasn't no fucking money. And then and then two, like motherfuckers ain't got $200, so to lay on your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Three,
that's very true.
Like the police don't know where you got that $200 from. Like, and it very well could be the job that you have, but it invites too much more trouble than it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like are legitimately legally getting it, all that shit like that. And even still with that, you know, motherfuckers be broke. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers see that shit. The root money is
200 look like $1 million to the right person. For sure.
Hell yeah. Well, the motherfucker ain't got 200. You know what I'm saying?
The motherfucker need to eat.
Yeah, motherfucker need that 200 to make their rent for the month and they babies. Yeah. Shit, motherfucker lay on your goddamn ass for that 200.
So, or motherfucker need whatever he need to put in his veins and his chest and his spirit.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, it can happen. That's why, you know, what I post, I try to be cognizant about what I post, you know what I'm saying? And I don't post everything. And, I had somebody,
Jack.
I post what I need you to see. You know what I'm saying? I post what I want people to see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very cognizant about what I post. I had someone, come to my crib or whatever and posted like, my shoe closet and shit. I told you I collect sneakers, like, and I just like, and post my shit. I was like, if you don't first of all, why are you recording my shit? Second of all, take that shit down. Like, I don't need nobody breaking in my crib. Like, what? It don't take much for a nigga to follow you and find out where Franklin Saints stay. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, listen, niggas will knock you in the head for some short shit. You think they ain't gonna come and do some shit where they actually think they might can get some money or something? Yeah, shit out here. Y'all be careful, man. So rest in peace, brother. Pop Smoke. Y'all, it's real out here. It's real out here. Rest in peace to actress Janet Dubois. Y'all may know her as Willona from the hit TV show Good Times. She was 74 years old. One of our black icons out here.
For sure.
What I didn't know is that she sang the theme song. She wrote and sang the theme song for the Jeffersons.
Oh, word.
And we're moving on up. Yeah, she sang that. I was like,
voice now. Yep, that is her voice. That's crazy.
Is right. That is right. So that's crazy. And it's crazy because the day before when I was listening to music, I was repeating the line from Watch the Throne where Ho was like, put some colored girls in the MoMA. Half of these bras ain't got shit on Willona. Don't make me bring Thelma in it. Yeah, I was like, damn, like I was just rapping that line just yesterday. And, 74 years old, to me, that's still young.
Yeah, for sure.
To die or whatever. Rest in peace to her and her family and all of that. Thoughts, prayers. Kobe and Gianna public funeral will be on the 24th at the Staples Center. Tickets have been priced variously from $224 to $24.02 to commemorate Kobe's number and Gianna's number. The proceeds from the sales will go to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation for legacy in youth sports. I was a little bit surprised when I heard they were charging for the funeral, but if you're going to charge, I think that is dope that it goes to a foundation.
Yeah.
For that.
It was going to pay for it for sure.
Yeah. Would you pay to go to a funeral?
Nah, I'm straight.
Yeah, I'm not paying to go to nobody's funeral.
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to funerals for free, so I'm damn sure I ain't gonna pay nobody shit.
Facts, B. Facts. That
I hate
is
funerals.
100%.
Small
That
rap.
is
I'm not having no
100%.
funeral. Like I don't know if you saw Jennifer Hudson. Like she did a song like for Kobe, and it was a really beautiful song. I'm not a huge Jennifer Hudson fan, and I appreciate it. But okay, so I don't like her voice, but I know that she can sing really well. I'm just not a fan of her.
Why don't you like Jennifer Hudson's voice?
I don't know. It's just too much for me. Like I don't know. I can't really explain it, and maybe I'm just a hater. But it just doesn't sound. I don't even think it's a hater. Like if you don't like the way something sounds, I don't think you're a hater. But I just sonically,
that's
like
what you
I know
call
that
me when
sing.
I say I don't like something. But go ahead.
But you hate for like you just hate. Like you just
I can
don't like
say
shit.
what I don't like, and I can explain why. You just be like, I don't know. It's just trash.
Yeah,
that's all you be having.
It just doesn't sound good to me. That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? But I know that she can sing like vocally.
Send me mad clips of mad chicks going and be like, yo, this shit fire. I'll be like,
well, that's your opinion. Again, it sounds good to me. So what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander necessarily. So, but again, like I just don't. It didn't. I just don't like her voice, but I know she can sing really well. But the song was mad, like solemn and shit, you know what I'm saying? And kind of like, it was just sad. Like, nah, none of that shit. Like, nigga, turn up, nigga, have fucking T-Pain buy me a drink or some shit at my goddamn shit. Like, for real. Like, I don't want none of that sad shit. Like, nothing sad.
Oh, I'm definitely having a party.
Nothing sad, bro.
Like, my plan, like.
Don't be crying. I don't want niggas crying and shit. Like, I want niggas to be rejoicing. You know what I mean?
Listen, first of all, some of the most lit gatherings I've been to is after a funeral. That's what Black people do. I think I said it on this show that like my father and my grandmother, like after the funerals was fucking lit. Like that's the sad part though, because it seemed like everybody don't get together until it's like a funeral or some shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So then everybody together and, you know, we are trying to, cause we are professional lemonade makers and we do that all the time and we have a good time after like funerals and shit.
I don't even want no funeral. Like just have a straight party. Nothing.
I'm definitely having a party too.
No, I'm not having I'm not having none of that shit. Like, I'm not having no funeral. I'm being cremated. I already told my old lady, like, I'm gonna be cremated. Y'all, the kids do what, you know what I'm saying? You and the kids and whoever else, you know, my immediate family. But outside of that, like, everybody else, like, the funeral that you plan on having, the memorial service is going to be a party. Like, that's it. Like, I don't want nothing else. Like, I don't want none of no sad shit. Like, I don't want nobody to be crying. I don't want to be in no fucking box. I don't want none of that shit. Like,
well, I definitely don't want to be cremated. Just had this conversation. Definitely don't want to be cremated. I do not want my last remains going into a fire. I'm not with that. So don't cremate me. I want to go into a mausoleum. Don't worry. I'll pay for all this shit myself. I don't need my family to pay for this shit.
That's so much money that you could leave something behind.
And that's fine. They'll be good. It's my money. I made my money. I do what I want with my money. So
I got kids, so
that's what I'm saying. Like you have different responsibilities. Listen, I'm gonna have it so that all of my shit is paid for. Like they ain't gotta come out their pockets and pay for my shit. So I'm having a mausoleum. I want to go into a mausoleum. I want to have a party, and hopefully, when I pass away, all of the elders in my family will already be gone. But I feel like older people prefer a funeral, and I would want to give them what they need in order to grieve, but I'm definitely having a party. 100%. I want to have everything laid out. Like, go ahead. Let me put out these plans so y'all can follow my final wishes. FYI, there is like this binder. You can create it yourself actually, but it's this binder called ICE, and it stands for in case of emergency. And it basically has all of your information in there, like what anyone will need, who to contact, where your money is located, you know, all of those types of things. You know, cause I mean, you can have a lawyer and all that, but shit might pop up and you don't have time to, you know what I mean, get with the lawyer cause now you got something else, or you just made money from this, or you got a new bank account, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I think that it's a dope thing to have. I have not purchased mine yet, but I want to purchase that. But I think that is a good thing to have. I feel like, you know, as Black people, we really don't like talking about death, and I get it. I get it. It's this morbid thing. We want to live forever, but at the end of the day, we're all going to pass at some point in time. Let's hope that is later than sooner.
Forever. Like, if I had the option to live forever, I wouldn't want to.
If everybody lived forever, I would want to live forever.
Yeah, but if somebody had the option to have you like stay in the same age for the rest of your life, would you? I mean, for eternity, would you not? You wouldn't take that. I know I wouldn't.
No, not if the people around me. If that was just if everybody stayed alive, then yes. But I wouldn't want to be alive and see everybody around me die.
Yeah, I couldn't fuck with it.
Yeah, I couldn't. But if they said, look, we've invented something that everybody live an extra 50, I'm with it. Long as I'm not like fucking sick and suffering, I'm with it. Like, I'm with it. I'm down. My goal ever since I was little was to turn 100. So I would want to be 100. And I saw who was that your boy, what's his name? T.L. Hughley post let's celebrate Marla. Why don't we celebrate Marla Gibbs like we do Betty White?
Very true.
I'm very cool with that, but everything ain't gotta be a competition.
That's true.
Everything ain't gotta be we can celebrate both of these women.
That's true, but I think we don't celebrate Marla Gibbs at all. Like, and she's still living and still kicking and was just as funny and integral to our fucking, childhood and whatnot. So yeah. I mean,
100%. I'm all down with that. Like, I love fucking Marla Gibbs, and Marla Gibbs is like 87 or something.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. But that's awesome. And she's still acting. Home. Yes. She's still acting.
Was that shit shot in DC? Was it supposed to be based in DC?
It was based in DC. I don't necessarily know if it was actually shot in DC. Yeah, it was supposed to be based in DC.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's crazy because I was watching that like the other day on like when I went home. So my mom and them, I already told you, my mom is all about YouTube and Fire Stick and all that. So they don't have cable and no shit. So you gotta go. They have all the high tech TVs and shit with all the apps. So you gotta watch like an app or something when you go to their crib. And I was watching 227. And I was like, this was a good show, man. I don't feel like 227 get his props. It should
Jack K was fine as shit.
Jack K.
Like she was like a fucking superstar. Like she was the standout breakout. Like I think she had a show or some reality show, and like it came up like with all her accolades and shit. Like she was really like that bitch for real. Like back then, like in the early 80s and shit.
Yeah, I feel like Jack K was the mother to Leela Rashawn. They kind of had the same kind of vibe a little bit.
Jack A was, I can see that, but Jack A was a superstar though. Like Leela Rashawn, she was cool.
I'm just saying like characteristics, not like level of
Leela Rashawn was a bad motherfucker though, boy. That motherfucker was gorgeous. Yeah, she's not hitting like she used to, but that motherfucker used to be so fine. Like fucking Harlem Nights, shit, that motherfucker was top 10. Yeah, fucking she was in Boomerang too, wasn't she? Yep, she was in Boomerang.
Yeah, she was in Boomerang.
Yeah, fine as hell with no
fun fact, she was the lead girl. Halle Berry was not.
Yeah.
Funny how those tables turn.
Yeah. Halle Berry was fine too though. Halle Berry and I seen what was the shit with her and David Allen Greer the other day. That was my shit. Strictly Business, nigga. She was so fine in that shit. Like so fine. She was hitting that little, you know what I'm saying, the little dance she was doing and shit with the little like pencil skirt. She was fine.
I'm thoroughly convinced that Halle Berry is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like Halle Berry is like, what's up? Like, outside of being gorgeous.
She's still fine, too.
Yeah, Halle Berry definitely ages well. Halle Berry don't like to be black, though, like that.
Yeah, she don't.
She don't really.
I mean, she got mad black men, though. Like, she had mad black men.
Let's name them.
David Justice.
Not that black. Go ahead.
He's black.
He's black by color, but she ain't messing with like no.
Eric Benet was black. Wesley Snipes.
Keep going. You're just proving my point. Yeah, she did fuck with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, Eric Benet black as hell. He's an R&B singer. Like he ain't.
Eric Benet was shoes off singing in the rain.
Yeah, he an R&B singer.
Black.
He was supposed to be selling crack.
Again, they're Halle Berry.
That nigga had dreads.
They're Halle Berry black. Lenny Kravitz have dreads. I wouldn't consider Lenny Kravitz black.
That nigga black though.
I mean, yeah, you check the black box, but black is not just a color; it's an attitude.
Yeah, but he's still black when he get pulled over.
So we're judging this from white people. Okay, cool. Then
I mean, that nigga black. Like she black.
Fuck
I mean,
that. We all roots out here. Like,
sure.
all right. We all roots.
He a little softer than we like, but yeah, Eric Benet, shit. Eric Benet had bad bitches though. Like Eric Benet, that nigga on the low.
That was never.
That's what I'm saying. But he had like the bitches though. So like he was a nigga. Like that's what. And I even heard an interview. I heard an interview with Eric Benet. It was way realer than I thought. I was like, oh shit, he's actually not no soft nigga. Like outside of him being R&B, he was like, but that was just like a stigma, like neo soul shit. He was like, I ain't no neo soul motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I just enjoy singing. He was like, that was label. Like the label kind of altered his,
okay. So he let the label dictate his image.
Yeah.
With the shoes off and the tunic with the shirt unbuttoned to the navel type shit.
Fucking Halle Berry putting dick in.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Was aggressive.
Who else she fucked with? She fucked with, some other niggas. She had a baby by the white dude.
She had a rack of white niggas too, though.
Cameron fucked with Halle Berry. Lorenz Tate fucked Halle Berry. Like Lorenz Tate, yes.
Cameron fucking Lorenz Tate.
not Cameron, Lorenz Tate. But I remember Cameron. It was a fucking video or an interview, and he was
no, Cameron fucked Halle Berry.
But Lorenz Tate pulled up with Halle Berry in the Range Rover and shit. And Cam was like hustling some shit, and I think like Lorenz Tate came to cop some weed or some shit right before he got on, and he was like Halle Berry was in that shit. He was like Lorenz Tate was driving Halle, but she done fuck with some niggas now. Like, nah, you ain't finna do that to Halle. Halle a real nigga. She just got them nuts.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence for it.
After I gave you four fucking...
You didn't give me no real niggas. I mean, I'll give it to Lorenz Tate and Wesley Snipes.
This nigga,
I'll give it to Lorenz Tate and Wesley Snipes.
Come on, man.
Yeah, none of them niggas you gave me was real niggas.
So Lorenz Tate,
they were
Wesley
just
Snipes.
black. They were just African American. Lorenz Tate. I just said Lorenz Tate.
So I did. I gave you four niggas. So two out of the didn't meet your criteria of real niggas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because Halle's rap sheet and Miles is way longer than that, and the real niggas is probably gonna be 20%. And I'm giving Lorenz Tate real nigga only because I like Lorenz.
So this nigga said she's giving. So you just can't give it to anybody else.
I'm giving to those who deserve.
Okay.
I don't feel like they deserve. Now, if it was legit that she fucked with Cam, I'll be like,
nah, she ain't fuck with Cam.
All right, fuck it. Because if you fuck with Cam, listen, Cam is a nigga. Like, nigga. So, yeah, that would have been crazy to me. But since we're in this real nigga, fake nigga, black facts, are you ready to give your black facts?
Real nigga, fake nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga sound like a fucking Eve, goddamn 2003 hip hop song.
Got a man, and I think I'm gonna love forever. Ever we'll be together. Shout out to Eve, man. Eve don't get her props.
That's true.
You ready to give your black fact, B's black facts?
I got a couple of them, man. I was kind of torn as to what I wanted to do because I said this week I was going to do Black History from DC because we're both, that's where we hail. Well, I was trying to do something, from where each of us live, but I was kind of like torn. So I'm going to just do two because I can do that. It's our show.
All right, but let me do your introduction. B's black facts. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well,
somebody told me they like that, so I'm doing it again.
She was trying to fuck.
It was a guy.
He was too. Fucking.
He was not.
But so speaking of, with the musical shit that you got going on, I just saw an article that said go-go will soon be the official music of Washington D.C. Says what the unique melodies of Chuck Brown, Trouble Funk, and the Junkyard Band all have in common. Hold on. Let's see. I had to piece it out because the article was weird. It will soon be the official sound of the district. Mayor Muriel Bowser is holding a community celebration Wednesday to designate go-go music as the official music of Washington, D.C. Festivities will be held. So if you're in this area, feel free to go. Festivities will be held at the Culture House, D.C., located on 700 Delaware Ave Southwest, beginning at 4. The goal of the legislation is so it's actually legislation. That's dope. The goal of the legislation is to support, preserve, and archive go-go music and its history. Go-go originated in D.C. during the 1960s and 70s as a fusion between many different musical forms, including funk, blues, soul, salsa, and African rhythmic music. And the name derives from the man known as the godfather of go-go, Chuck Biggity Brown.
Rest in peace, Chuck Brown.
Rest in peace, Chuck Brown. And my second black fact for the day is...
Shout out to all the go-go bands, Essence, Junkyard, Critical Condition Band, Rare Essence, all of those. Shout out to y'all, man.
Absolutely. And we were supposed to record. We're recording on Wednesday on the 19th. We had some shit going on. So I was, as of yesterday, or when you're hearing this, whatever, February 18th, Miss Chloe Anthony Wofford was born in Lorain, Ohio. The parents, George and Ella Rama Wofford. The novelist, Toni Morrison, changed her name and became obviously Toni Morrison. She grew up in a working class family. She received a BA from from Howard University after majoring in English and minoring in the classics. She earned her MA, which is I guess, Master of Arts, I guess. What do you think? What's an MA? You're decorated. There you go.
Master.
She earned her MA in English from Cornell University and then taught at Howard University. So see, boom, it ties back into fucking DC one way or the other. And then Texas Southern University before entering the publishing world as an editor at Random House. She got married, and then she's most notably recognized for her award-winning novels that she wrote. Obviously, most well known as The Color Purple that we mentioned a couple weeks ago. Yep. She also wrote The Bluest Eye in 1973, the story of little black girl's quest for identity and acceptance in a world that was privileged witness. Privileged whiteness. So, just want to shout out to Toni Morrison because it was her birthday the other day.
Shout out Toni Morrison. She just passed away recently. Last year, right?
I think so. Yeah. And Huey Newton's birthday was on February 17th, and he was an ill one too. So
shout out to Huey.
Yeah, Huey P. was an African American leader, the co-founder of the Black Panther Party, which was very instrumental in a lot of things that manifested themselves in the black community. He unfortunately, like all of our leaders, got sought out by the whites and ended up like tarnishing his legacy and getting him hooked on drugs and all other type fuck shit. But, if you know anything about the Black Panther Party, they were very instrumental in, the freedom of our people. And
yes,
all the good shit that came along with that. So shout out to
the Black Panthers.
For sure. Shout out to Go-Go. Shout out to Black Panthers. Shout out to Chuck Brown. Shout out to
Chuck.
Yeah.
I need to go to a go-go. I feel like I haven't been
I heard
to
a lot of wild stories about a go-go. Like, I heard
Go-Go's
motherfuckers used to get nasty. Like, motherfuckers used to be fucking on the floor and all type of crazy shit.
Well, I've never been to a go-go where someone actually had intercourse. I'm not saying
my
that
homeboy Ordell. Shout out to Ordell. He was from DC. He used to always tell me, like, yeah, nigga, them fucking go-go's used to go crazy. He was like, I was in 12, 13 in the go-go. Bitches was fucking like shit. I was like, wow.
See, when I was growing up, I would go to go-go's, but I wouldn't go to like the Black Hole and places like that because they were one way in and one way out.
Mm-hmm.
And some always popped off like in the go-go. So I would go to more like go-go. I deemed them to be like more like concerts type shit where they was in like large venues and shit like Essence or Backyard or Junkyard or whoever. Shout out to Genghis. He was on The Wire. Y'all might remember Big G from The Wire.
Oh yeah, bruh. Mm-hmm. Big tall nigga, right?
Yeah, that nigga actually worked downtown cleaning buildings and shit when I was in high school and shit.
Oh, I thought you
like,
meant
I was
now.
like, yo, nah.
Fell off a little bit.
Nah, I remember being downtown and shit because I had hey, get your bread. Legal bread, you can't be mad at people getting legal bread. But I was down that joint and like he was fly as shit though, like he cleaning up and shit with like fresh foams on, like, you know what I mean? What's the shit? You wear overalls?
Yeah.
He had the t-shirt on, but the
coveralls.
shit was down. Coveralls. That's what we talking about. And the shit tied around his waist and shit, like had the pants shit on, had the shit tied around his waist. I was like, going to get y'all lunch, like, yo, ain't that Genghis? Like, but, them niggas was the shit back in the day. But yeah, I need to go to a go-go. I wonder if like go-go's and shit still popping, and like they are still popping in DC. I know that because my sister go all the time. But like in other places, because I remember like being in college and shit. So we used to go up when like a go-go band came to town and shit, or came to like A&T homecoming or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be very interested to see anybody outside of DC that goes to go-go. And fuck anybody who think go-go and reggae is tied together. Like, they don't sound shit alike. Music. Okay, now all music is tied together.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, then. I don't like reggae music, personally.
I don't really like go-go. It's a few songs. It's about on par for me, like, as far as, I probably like a few more go-go songs, but I'm not like a huge go-go guy. Like, I can't really, it's not really my thing. But I didn't grow up with it, so. You know.
Yeah, shout out to EU and Salt and Pepper and Wale and a few others that have brought, like, go-go to, like, the mainstream.
Shout out niggas doing the butt.
Doing the butt, 3 a.m, Pancake House.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if I never heard 3 a.m, Pancake House, Sardines and Pork and Beans.
Pretty Girls is my shit. Though.
And it's this one other song. I'll be like, oh my God, they're going to play this. And then people, because you from DC, people expect you to get hype. I'm like, those songs were out when I was little. Like, we got to get some more songs to play. Just like when they play reggae music, they play like the same motherfucking joints.
Freak, I want to freak, I want to freak, I want to. Like, I know niggas from Jamaica be like, ah, damn. Right, I can't jump off a fucking tree onto a bitch on this. Them niggas is nuts. Niggas is doing mad wild shit. Like, god damn, what the fuck? Like, cool out, my brother.
Shout out to somebody I dated that translated reggae music for me. And now I understand some of the words and shit. Like, no, they speak in English. I'm like, that shit don't sound like English. That shit don't sound like English. That
shit can't be English making a nigga jump off a tree on a bitch. Like, hey, no, that shit is fucking Satan chant music or some shit. Like, that should be, y'all niggas be going crazy.
They do go crazy, bruh. I was going to a lounge, and for whatever reason they was charging too much. Something where we was just like, fuck that, we not going there. And it was a reggae spot right next to it. So it's like, man, we here, like, it ain't no cover to get in. Like, let's just go. If we don't like it, we leave. All right, man. So we go in that joint. Bruh, they was in that joint wild as fuck, bruh. Like, they off the top rope.
Yeah, I know. You talking about, they don't give you no cover to get in. You got them cover your damn neck.
Right.
Gonna
you gotta get some insurance coverage to go in that bitch. Like, they be dancing hard. Like, men and women.
Yeah, like I know your nuts hurt, my nigga. Like, I know how to, like, bitch done grinded on me too hard in the club. You know, dancing. I'm like, all right, bitch, goddamn. Like,
you got dick burn.
Yeah, like, fuck out of here. It's mad fucking fabrics and shit on you. No way.
Mad fabrics. No, they dance hard. Like, and it's so crazy because, you know, like, Jamaicans and those individuals, like, they disdain homosexuality and shit like that.
Oh yeah, Bati boys.
And they be up there twerking it up, bro.
Pussy hole.
Like, they be, like yeah. They be getting their safari on in there, bro.
I hate safari.
Safari. He one of the lamest cats.
You ready to get into a lame cat? You know you swear.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, we went to 1960. You a lame cat.
Yeah, like, he's a lame cat, bro. Like, lame cat.
Who called me no cat?
Don't get the cat status, bro.
That's a cool cat. No.
Nah, I don't think I'll say cat in a positive way, though.
That's a cool cat there.
I don't think I would say a cool cat. I think I would say cool nigga. But he a lame cat, bro. Like, I don't know what to say about you, bro. Like, you just being you, but I really do. I appreciate guys like Drake and Safari and niggas that's just corny and they just bask in it. Like, they cool with it. And I love people who are comfortable with themselves. So I will, you know, shout that out. But Safari just...
Drake done got... He done got some cool, though. I wouldn't put him and Safari in the same category. Like, Safari way lamer than Drake.
He definitely is way lamer.
Like, I definitely would, like, kick it with Drake on some... Not just because he Drake, but, like, if I had the option... If they were the same status, I would probably kick it with Drake at this point in my life versus, say, Safari. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake seemed like he'd get jokes and shit. Safari seemed like, I don't know, he start pop blocking and shit. Yeah, he started pop blocking and shit. That shit I would fucking cringe.
Yeah, that is
Niggas start, you know what I'm saying? We walk in the club, niggas start, hitting that shit. Like,
That nigga, that's the type of nigga that'll start a dance battle.
Yeah,
for
man.
real though.
Yeah, I know some niggas like that. You niggas that just be wanting to dance. Like, I understand. But like, y'all niggas is not 15 and the party is not like, stop doing that shit. Like, just bop and shit. I know niggas that be goddamn like percolating and shit. Like, it's a nigga that from Raleigh that be at, I wouldn't say that nigga name, but I ain't gonna say it.
Don't
but,
say his name.
He lame, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
but,
well, if you don't give a fuck, if the nigga approach
cool.
you, do what you think.
So he do whatever you want to do. Goddamn pop lock his ass. But this nigga be pop locking like shit. Man, that shit is lame. Like, nigga was doing percolate at it. It was like a cookout. It's like this one nigga that be having these big ass cookouts and shit. Nigga named Roscoe. Shout out to Roscoe. He be having like big ass cookouts for his birthday in May. Like the whole city be out and shit. And like this nigga always got down time for the percolate ass nigga. Like he always got down taking his shirt off and you know what I'm saying? Just extra. Yeah. I just hate extra shit. Like I just be chilling. So I don't know. I don't really with the whole extra shit.
You know what? It's just like niggas be like, hey, look at me. But like I don't know. Like I battle with the concept because at least that person living their life. No.
I battle dance niggas too though. You know what I'm saying? Like look at me.
Listen, the most battle dancing I do is in my crib alone and when I'm with my nieces. When I'm with my nieces. My nieces I always be like, I'm the old aunt, like, yo, teach me this dance. Or they'll be like, as soon as I walk in the crib, they like, oh, Sean, we about to do XYZ dance, cause all they dances have all these fucking movements. So she was like, all right, we're gonna do the renegade before you leave. Like, every time I come home, it's a dance I gotta learn before I leave.
That renegade shit is mad arms.
Hey, it is mad arms.
It's mad.
Mad arms.
Like you be calling it a signal to plane. We used to signal the plane. Jamaican niggas used to signal the plane.
Signal the plane.
Crazy.
Signal the plane.
Y'all niggas is mad arms.
I saw Tiny Harris doing the renegade. Listen, Tiny want to be sexy so bad. She does. Just ain't
she oozes like they call machismo, like macho shit for men. Like she has that for women. Like she oozes women machismo. Like she just be giving it up. Like she just be
like
goddamn.
So hard,
like she just. I think she's just a sexual being. Like every time she be round tip and shit, she always talking about fucking and you know what I'm saying. Like if you see her a lot,
she like the least sexy though. Like she tried real hard.
I think she just like that though. I don't even think she be trying. I think that she just naturally like just a sexual monster and just be, I don't know. It just leaves her body and she can't take it.
But it don't quite curl over.
Yeah,
like it don't come over.
It don't appease you. Like it doesn't.
It's like
it don't get your fucking. You get your faucet running. I get it.
Do it get your faucet running?
Nah, I don't get my meat hard for sure. She be looking like, ugh, yeah, she look like, have you ever, it was a movie with Johnny Depp, it was called Cry Baby, and like, it was a girl named Ratchet Face.
I know the name and I know the name for some reason, but I can't put the movie there.
Yeah, it was like a set like 60s, 50s, like bop shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they had the skirts and the fucking dogs on the skirt and shit. And it was Crybaby, like Crybaby tears, and he would drink his tears and shit. It was funny. It was a silly fucking movie. It was like one of Johnny Depp's early movies and shit. But she always remind me of her. But I like her though. Like that's the thing. Like I like her.
No, I like her. Yeah, I like her as a person.
Yeah, I fuck with her.
But she just like she done got all this work done and shit
she
too.
Looked
like
crazy.
you
like
can
he
tell
posted
she
a picture
care
of
about
them from when they were like just
and
starting to talk.
They look like brothers.
She looks crazy. She doesn't like and he like posted a before and after type shit. Like she done did. But like shout out to Tip because he been with her through all the fucking transformation. He love that girl. You know what I'm saying? So
do he though? Because he disrespect her every moment he get.
He does, but you know, he still love her though.
Yeah, he love her. He just don't respect her. That's two different things.
Do weirdo shit. They don't be respecting themselves.
Hey, listen, if a bitch ain't gonna leave, then why not?
That's a fact.
Shit, ain't no consequences to your actions. Yeah. That's human nature right there. If it ain't no consequences to your actions, then why would you stop? Like, period. Like, that girl ain't never really left him.
She bought her the house, though. She did buy a whole nother house on the nigga, though.
Yeah, that was a threat, though.
A threat? You ain't got to threaten me with buying no whole fucking house. Shit.
Nigga, they got money. They buy houses like motherfucking candy bars and shit. They got bread. Like, that ain't no big thing for them. Like, I can buy a house and then get back with you 6 months later if I got bread like that. Like, yeah, she love that nigga. I feel like they do love each other. She just deal with, you know what I'm saying? She just deal with his shit. Like,
he got a shout out to Tip. He had a dope, he had Young Jeezy on his podcast today, and that was a really dope conversation. Like, listening, like, the story, like, they were telling the story about them trying to get in the Tao, and this is like the peak, this is like 08, 09, and like, Tao wouldn't let them niggas in and shit, and they, like, him and, shit crazy, like, it was a wild ass story that I'm like, damn, nigga, Jeezy, like, he had a Dickie suit on or some shit, and like, they wouldn't let him, like, he's Young Jeezy, like, multi-platinum, you know what I'm saying, like, they wouldn't let the nigga in the club.
Do not be caring, especially in Vegas. They don't give a fuck.
Cause Tip was like, he was like, it was American Music Awards and shit. And he said, we just left there, me and bruh. And then he was like, I had Tiny with me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we go to Tao. We was at one other party. He was like, that shit was dead. So, you know, JD was having a party at Tao. Like, he was DJing. But he said they went over there and shit. And he's like, Tip, he was like, I had a suit on, you know what I'm saying? Cause I just came from the shit. And Jesus said, shit, I had a suit on too, but it was, it was a gangster suit, you know what I'm saying? And like, he was like, nigga, I'm just coming off like recession album, you know what I'm saying? My shit going crazy, all that shit. He was like, Akon walked past some niggas and shit and was like, yo, young niggas can't get in. He was like, hold on 1 second, let me see what's up. And he was like, he turned around and like gave them niggas 2 fingers, like, oh, I'm about to go in here. So he was like, they wouldn't let Jeezy in. And like, Tip and goddamn Jeezy was like, they just looked at each other and like, just set it on the fucking security shit. And he was like, all they people start fighting and shit. The police came. Whoop. He was like,
oh, shit.
Niggas ran. He was like, they maced Jeezy and shit. And you know what I mean? He was like, it was some blue phone. He was like, it was a new goddamn mace. Like, he was like, it was some, like, nigga hit him with the new mace and shit. He was like, so we ran to the bathroom and shit. And ducked off. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Young, you straight? He was like, yeah, I'm good. He was like, all right, I'm out to holler. I'm on probation. So the nigga dipped. Like, he was on probation like 08, 09. That shit was funny. It was a good conversation. So if you get the chance, check that shit out. It was a good
Tip must be, keeping it kosher.
Tip got
I
a good
haven't
podcast,
seen him going viral at all for no crazy shit.
Nah, he ain't been tripping, but he got a good podcast, man. Like, it's guest oriented, obviously, but he got a wide array of people on there, so I enjoy it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Gotcha. I feel you on that.